This summer, drugs are trending harder than Taylor Swift tickets. Trust me, I know my Taylor Swift.
But I've got a blank space, baby.
If you're planning on getting high,
You wanna get high?
pay attention. Here's what's trending in the world of chemical escapism for the summer of 2024. Think of it like the Paris 24 Olympics, but for your favorite drugs. Starting off with, drumroll please, come on, ketamine. This horse tranquilizer is taking over the world like a global rave invasion. I would know nothing about that. Wastewater analysis shows it's the new party favorite out there in Europe. Why? Because it's cheap. I wonder whose job it is to go through that. A kilo of ketamine dropped from 8,000 euro to 2,500 euro. That's equivalent to about 3,000 USD. Don't quote me on that. Now, even your broke friend who's always stiffing you on rent is likely floating in the K-hole. Good for them. But it's not just for partying. In places like Los Angeles, here at home, ketamine has become a legit treatment for depression and stuff like PTSD. Therapists are prescribing it for those breakthrough moments. No. Taking advantage of the trend, taking it from the club scene to the clinic. However, with its increasing availability and dropping price, there's a real concern young people, like myself, hopefully,
I'm too old for this shit.
are getting hooked. Whether you're looking to escape reality or just your therapist's office, remember, ketamine is one drug that's making waves this summer. Next up, 3MMC. For you drug aficionados out there, I apologize if I'm saying that wrong.
I'm so sorry, I don't even know what to say to you.
Think of this stuff like the love child of MDMA and good old cocaine. But don't get too excited. While it might sound like a raver's new best friend, do ravers have any friends? This drug is packing a punch and hitting hard in Central Asia and Eastern Europe. 3MMC gives you the euphoria of MDMA with the energy of cocaine.
I said, goddamn!
It's basically designed for people who still think it's 1999 and they're invincible on the dance floor. But here's the kicker. Unfortunately, this stuff can be a real nightmare. Synthetic cathinols like 3MMC can turn your party into a trip to the ER faster than you can say, bad idea, bud. While it's popular for its intense effects, the reality is it's unpredictable and can be dangerous as hell. Health experts are worried about how easy it is to get and how little people know about its long-term impacts. So, if you're thinking about partying like it's 1999, just remember, Prince was singing about a party, not a funeral. Let's talk about the classics, cocaine and pills. The stuff your dad probably partied with is getting much stronger, with cocaine purity up 45% since 2012. Does that deserve a round of applause? I believe so. Yes, 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 good for you, cocaine, good job.
Yeah, bitch!
Your nose candy is now more like nose dynamite. One line and you're not just partying, you're blasting off like those fellows at Wall Street Bets.
There is no nobility in poverty.
Then there's ecstasy, or MDMA if you want to sound sophisticated.
Of course! Amphetamine! The missing ingredient!
Pills today are so strong, they make your average pill from the 90s look like Flintstone vitamins.
We are Flintstone kids.
With an average strength of 181 milligrams and some even hitting 250 milligrams, you're basically swallowing a party grenade. If you're not careful, you might end up dancing with the EMTs. And let's not forget about fentanyl. I'd much rather forget about it. The uninvited guest that can turn your night out into a permanent timeout. Still down directly from Kamala Harris.
The significance of the passage of time.
People are testing their drugs like they are in an episode of CSI Miami, the only kind of CSI I will watch.
Drive-by Miami style.
Because nobody wants a surprise that could turn their party into a funeral. I get it. So if you're out there snorting, popping, or whatever, make sure you test your stash because nothing kills a good time like a trip to the morgue, unless you're into that kind of stuff.
Hey, what's this shit?
Next up, THC vapes. I used to love these. Remember thinking you were the coolest kid in high school smoking a little weed
Hey guys, this is 420 Stoner for Life.
out of a pen cap with little metal from a pencil? Terrible though. Well, these vapes are a whole different beast, much worse arguably. Most of them are filled with God knows what.
God knows what you're doing.
With only 35 out of 120 samples tested, this is a mouthful here, by the Welsh Emerging Drugs and Identification of Novel Substances, or WEDNOS for short, had real THC. So once again, that's 35 out of 120 cartridges had real THC, where the rest, a toxic cocktail of random chemicals, including some nasty synthetic opioids that make fentanyl look like vitamin C. People are hitting these vapes thinking they're getting a discreet high, but they're really playing Russian roulette with their lungs, which in all honesty, it's probably much better than playing it with your head. Ooh, okay, let's not forget about THCP, the new kid on the block, sort of. It's new for me. This synthetic weed is popping up everywhere weed is still illegal, especially in Europe. I can attest to this. It's marketed as being 30 times more potent than THC, but if we're being real, if we're being honest, the high isn't as strong and doesn't last as long. It's like the Diet Coke of weed, gives you a light buzz, nice for a stroll, but won't have you glued to the couch, which maybe that's exactly what you're looking for. Or maybe just have a salad. I don't know. Whether you're trying to escape reality or just join the summer party, remember to stay safe or at least try not to die. But as coach has always said,
if he dies, he dies.